Imagine waking up, looking in the mirror, and realizing that the man looking back at you is a shadow of who he used to be. Your energy is flat. Your drive is completely gone. And lately, you find yourself walking into a room and forgetting why you even went in there. You chalk it up to getting older. You tell yourself this is just what happens to men after the age of 50 or 60. But what if I told you you are not just getting older? What if I told you that the very medications sitting in your bathroom cabinet right now, the pills you take every single morning to stay healthy, are systematically destroying your male vitality, tanking your testosterone, and physically shrinking your brain? Welcome to the Men's Wellness Blueprint. Today, we are having a conversation that the pharmaceutical industry desperately hopes you never hear. We are exposing the dark truth about 4 incredibly common medications that are handed out to men like candy. These are drugs you probably took this morning. Drugs that are quietly causing rapid cognitive decline, and at the exact same time destroying your performance in the gym, in your career, and in the bedroom. Listen to me closely. A man's wellness is not divided. Your brain and your body are deeply connected. The medical system treats you like a machine with isolated parts. You go to a doctor for your heart, he gives you a pill. You go to another doctor for your stomach, he gives you a pill. But nobody zooms out to look at the whole man. Nobody tells you that the pill you are taking to fix your heartburn is the exact same reason your memory is failing and your physical stamina has hit rock bottom. Today, we are breaking down the blueprint. We are going to name these medications, explain the terrifying biochemistry of what they do to a male body, and give you the knowledge you need to take your power back. Let us start with the most heavily prescribed class of drugs on the planet. Cholesterol-lowering medications, specifically statins. Millions of men take a statin every night before bed because they were told their cholesterol is too high. But here is the massive, hidden problem that is destroying your manhood. What do you think testosterone is made of? Your body does not pull testosterone out of thin air. It manufactures it directly from cholesterol. Cholesterol is the fundamental building block of your male hormones. When you take a highly aggressive chemical to artificially crush your cholesterol levels, you are cutting off the raw material your testicles need to produce testosterone. You are chemically castrating yourself slowly, day by day. But it gets much worse because the exact same mechanism that destroys your testosterone is also attacking your brain. Your brain is only 2% of your body weight, but it contains 25% of your body's total cholesterol. Your brain cells need massive amounts of cholesterol to build their outer membranes and fire electrical signals. When you strip that away with daily medication, your brain literally starves. This is why men on long-term statins frequently report severe brain fog, confusion, and sudden memory loss. The FDA even forced statin manufacturers to put a warning label on the bottle about cognitive impairment. So, you take this pill, your testosterone drops so low you have no drive to get off the couch, and your brain becomes so foggy you cannot focus on a simple task. That is not aging. That is chemical interference. Now, let us move to the second medication. This one is sitting in almost every man's kitchen. Acid reflux pills. Heartburn medication. The medical term is proton pump inhibitors, or PPI for short. These are the pills you take when you eat a heavy meal and feel that burning in your chest. Many men take them every single day for years. They work by completely shutting down the acid production in your stomach. It stops the burn, but it triggers a catastrophic chain reaction in your body. Here is the biology. You need strong, highly acidic stomach acid to break down meat and extract a vital nutrient called vitamin B12. If you do not have stomach acid, you cannot absorb B12, no matter how much steak you eat. Why does this matter for a man? Because vitamin B12 is required for 2 things. First, it creates your red blood cells. Without it, you become anemic. Your muscles cannot get oxygen, and you feel exhausted walking up a simple flight of stairs. Your physical performance is completely ruined. Second, vitamin B12 maintains the protective myelin sheath around your brain's nerves. A massive study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that long-term use of acid reflux medication is strongly linked to an increased risk of dementia. When you starve your brain of B12, the brain tissue actually begins to shrink. The scientific term is brain atrophy. So by popping a pill to stop your heartburn, you are systematically starving your blood of oxygen and shrinking your brain volume. You lose your physical edge, and you lose your mental sharpness, all from a harmless-looking stomach pill. Let us transition to the third silent killer. And this is the one that catches so many men off guard. Over-the-counter sleep aids and allergy medications. I am talking about the blue pills you take at night when you cannot sleep, or the medication you take for seasonal allergies. Many of these drugs belong to a class called anticholinergics. Do not let the complex word confuse you. It simply means these drugs block a critical chemical in your body called acetylcholine. Acetylcholine is the primary messenger in your brain for learning, memory, and attention. It is the spark plug of your mind. But it is also the spark plug of your body. Acetylcholine is the exact neurotransmitter responsible for physical arousal and muscle contraction. When you take a PM sleep aid every night, you are blocking this chemical. A major study from the University of Washington tracked thousands of older adults and found that taking these common anticholinergic drugs every day for 3 years increased the risk of developing dementia by a staggering 54%. You take the pill to get a good night's rest, but you wake up groggy. You wake up without your morning wood. Your mind feels thick, like you are walking through mud. And over the years, that temporary fog becomes permanent cognitive decline. You are trading 8 hours of chemically induced sleep for your long-term memory and your physical vitality. It is one of the worst trades a man can make. Finally, we arrive at the fourth medication. Blood pressure pills, specifically beta blockers. Millions of men are prescribed these when their blood pressure runs high. They work by slowing down your heart rate and reducing the force of your heart's contractions. They essentially put a speed limit on your cardiovascular engine. But a man's physical performance, whether he is lifting weights in the gym or performing in the bedroom, requires maximum blood flow. When you put a chemical governor on your heart, you cannot push blood to your extremities. This is why beta blockers are notorious, absolutely infamous, for causing severe erectile dysfunction. They kill your physical power. But what about the brain? When you artificially suppress the heart's ability to pump, you also reduce the volume of highly oxygenated blood reaching the deep tissues of your brain. Men on these medications frequently report chronic fatigue, depression, and a severe lack of motivation. You lose the aggressive, competitive fire that makes you a man. Your mind slows down and your body powers down. Now, I need you to stop and listen to me very carefully. If you are taking any of the medications I just talked about, do not go into your bathroom and throw them in the trash. Quitting prescription medication cold turkey can be incredibly dangerous and trigger massive rebound effects. I am not your doctor, and this is not personal medical advice. This is the unvarnished scientific truth meant to open your eyes. What you need to do is become the CEO of your own health. You need to walk into your next doctor's appointment not as a passive patient, but as an informed man. Ask the hard questions. Ask your doctor, what is the exit strategy for this drug? How can we use diet, intense physical training, and targeted supplementation to fix the root cause of my high blood pressure or my high cholesterol so I do not need this chemical crutch for the rest of my life? The medical system profits from keeping you comfortable, complacent, and chronically medicated. But true men's wellness is about doing the hard work to build a biological machine that does not need a pharmacy to function. It is about eating real, single-ingredient foods that naturally balance your cholesterol. It is about healing your gut lining so you do not have acid reflux. It is about lifting heavy weights to naturally surge your testosterone and clear your mind, instead of taking a pill to numb the symptoms. You have a choice. You can follow the standard path, taking a handful of pills every morning, watching your muscle mass shrink, feeling your drive disappear, and hoping your memory holds on. Or you can take control. You can build the blueprint. If this video woke you up today, if you felt a fire ignite while listening to this, I need you to do 2 things right now. First, hit the subscribe button. We are building a brotherhood of men who refuse to be average and who refuse to fade away quietly. We post high-level, hard-hitting strategies every week to keep you operating at your absolute peak. Second, go down to the comments and tell me your story. Have you noticed brain fog or a drop in your energy after starting a medication? Your comment might be the exact warning another man needs to read today to save his own life. Finally, share this video. Send it to a brother, a father, or a friend who is taking these pills and wondering why he feels so old. You have the power to change someone's life today with one simple click. Your mind and your body are your most valuable assets. Protect them fiercely. Never stop optimizing. I am signing off for today, but I will see you in the next video. Stay strong and keep building your blueprint.